What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through, much appreciated as always. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you come back to watch another video, thank you very, very much. Alright, so this is, I guess, kind of old-ish news. It's not old news, it kind of broke yesterday, but I'm pretty much late on the scene to it. And I wasn't going to do a video about it, but I thought, you know, why the hell not? So this is Browne versus Dillian Whyte. So those guys have been going back and forth, and it's been entertaining on Twitter. I love it. Twitter war between, Twitter beef between two boxers, which, look, I've never been a fan. I can't lie to you, I've never been a fan of this Twitter beef because I think it's fake. And when your card gets checked, you kind of crawl under your stone that you came from. I think fighters are just the same as us. They can troll as much as they like. They can tweet as much as they like. When it comes to signing contracts and negotiating deals and getting paid, I think they realize that it's not the same as saying let's fight on Twitter. There's a lot more to it. Anyway, so Browne and Dillian Whyte, two decent fighters, two fighters I have kind of fringe. Where would I have Browne? Both top 20. I'm trying to think who's higher than the other. I'd say Browne obviously is unbeaten, 25 fights, 22 knockouts. Biggest wins are Rudenko and Shagayev. But obviously there's that issue with Shagayev in terms of performing the PED. I don't know if to believe him or not. He said he got spiked, could have, might have, I don't know, but obviously that got in the WBA regular heavyweight title. He no longer has that. He came back a couple of months ago to fight a guy that had a losing record, beat him, so got the job done, and now he wants a big name. I understand that. And then there's Dillian Whyte, who literally has called out every single heavyweight in the world, I think. I'm pretty much sure he's called every single heavyweight in the top 10 at least. He's called them all out. Hasn't got any of those, hasn't secured any of those, and is trying to get a big fight for October. Ideally on the Joshua versus Pulev card. So obviously if you look impressive, potentially you never know, you might get Joshua again. The crowd, the fans really want it. So anyway, these guys have been going back and forth, and Eddie Hearn has offered the fight to Browne. Said, okay, look, we can get the fight done. 7 weeks time on the undercard of Joshua versus Pulev. Sky pay-per-view, it's box office, it gets your name out there. People don't necessarily know who Browne is, right? And I mean, what better way than to be on the undercard of Joshua versus Pulev? Browne, who is promoted by Ricky Hatton, even though them two have been going back and forth themselves a couple of times, he still is promoted by Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton and Browne's manager have refused to fight. They said 7 weeks just isn't enough time, and they said the money wasn't great. So it's interesting. It's interesting. And I understand both sides. Eddie Hearn will say, well, you know, you've been asking for a fight, you've been going back and forth with Dillian Whyte. I've kind of said, here you go, have the fight then. And not just have the fight, any random small little show. Have it on the undercard of arguably the biggest fight in Britain, alongside Vladimir Klitschko, Joshua, this year. So you can potentially be in front of 78,000 people in Cardiff, maybe 1 million people on pay-per-view, and you almost get to sell your product, right? You look impressive. Other broadcasters want to know who the hell you are, get a chance. And then I understand Browne's point. Browne's like, well, it's such a big fight, I need a bit more than 7 weeks to train. I take it back. I don't understand that point at all. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't understand that point at all. For me, and unless Browne, and I don't know, unless Browne's a part-time boxer, has another couple of jobs on the side, I kind of get it. But as far as I'm concerned, Browne's an athlete. I can't understand how boxers are not always in shape. It bugs the shit out of me how boxers are not always in shape. And then if you are not in decent shape, I don't understand how as a professional athlete it can take you 7 weeks to get in that shape. I don't understand. Why start the Twitter warfare if someone checks your card and you can't then say, okay, let's do this? Ricky Hatton said in a statement left on Boxing Scene, guys, you can check it out, I think it's still on there, and that he doesn't live in Sydney. This is obviously Browne. He would have to travel to Sydney, where his training camp would start, and then he would have to travel to the UK to acclimatise to the difference in time zone. What? This is, and it also mentioned it's the biggest fight of his life. Yeah, so it's a career-defining fight. I'm sorry, sometimes as a boxer, you gotta roll the dice. You get 7 weeks to train for a fight of this magnitude. There's a couple of things you ask for. First of all, you ask for it to be a 10-rounder. That's not a problem. I think that's possible. I think they can wiggle their way of doing around that. And then you say, okay, I'm going to get on the plane tomorrow. Tomorrow, with my training team, I'm going to go to where Ricky Hatton trains, because Ricky Hatton does train out of Manchester. I'm going to go there and I'm going to start my camp straight away. So literally, I'm going to get that phone call. The money isn't great, I understand that, but fuck it, the opportunity is massive. I look super impressive and knock out Dillian Whyte. I'm getting the Joshua fight. I become a millionaire overnight, potentially. That's what happens. So you get on the plane straight away, you do the 24-hour flight from the UK, sorry, from Sydney to the UK, take a day off to acclimatise, and then you go training camp, and then you do the best 6-7 week training camp of your life. Of your life to get you on that card. I'm not having the fact that you're saying it's 7 weeks, it's not enough, or the money isn't great. Sometimes the money won't be great, but you win because you've been going back and forth with Dillian Whyte, and I'm not the biggest Dillian Whyte fan, but you're so confident you can smash him to pieces. You win the fight, which you're going to do, according to you, then you get the big fight against Anthony Joshua, potentially. Or maybe you get the winner of Luis Ortiz doing to Wilder as a mandatory, sorry, as a voluntary. Your name's out there. Right now, you're just that guy with, I don't know, with tattoos and a bald head. Don't worry, I've got tattoos and a bald head as well. But you know what I mean. You're just that guy again. You need a big fight. You've not got the biggest promoter in the world right now. You've got an awesome opportunity to impress, and you've turned it down because 7 weeks is not enough time to get in shape. I mean, how out of shape is Lucas Browne? Lucas Browne fought, I think, in June. So that was 3 months ago. How out of shape is he after that fight? Yes, it was a bum fight. Yes, the guy was a nobody, but regardless, he must have got into some sort of shape for that fight. Has he gone that far that way so he can't come back again? I'm very disappointed. I can't lie to you, as you can tell from my voice. I'm very, very disappointed. I like Lucas Browne, and I don't understand how he couldn't take this opportunity, but it's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.